On this video, I will be installing Retroarch on an old Android smartphone. And the smartphone I'll be using is my Samsung Galaxy S4. Let's get started. So the first thing I did was I connected my smartphone to my computer via USB. And it's right here. This is the one. First, I have to install Retroarch and put it on my put it in my smartphone. So I'm on Retroarch's website right now. I'll leave this in the video descriptions below so you can go to it. So you go to download from here. Go to Android. I think the Samsung Galaxy S4 had I think it had a 32-bit chip. I think it was an A15 processor, a ARM Cortex A15 based processor, and that's a 32-bit processor. So I need to download the 32-bit version of Retroarch. And this will take maybe a minute or so for it to download. Just let it do that. Just let it download. So on my old phone, I also put a micro SD card in it so I could add more storage. Basically, I could add more ROMs into it. My phone only, I think it came with a 16 gigabyte internal eMMC storage. I don't have a lot of space, basically. I don't have a lot of free space. So I'm going to go to the download folder. Now it's done. It has downloaded. So the file is called retroarch_ra32.apk. Android devices can run APK files. You could install programs through that. So I'm going to put that into my smartphone, into the main part. I'm going to put it right here. Boot storage. Okay, done. It's right here. Close that. Close this. And now I'm going to go back to my smartphone. Okay, so now I'm back on my smartphone. Just turn it on like that. And I'm going to go to that Retroarch file. So go to My Files. Go to All Files. Let me zoom that in a little bit. Go to Device Storage, because that's where I put it. And just run that. Package installer, just once, install it. I already installed it, but you can, I'll just show you for the purpose of this video. Just install. If this is your first time installing it, it's going to ask you if you're going to allow programs to be installed. which aren't from the Play Store or Google Play Store. So right now it's installing it. Could take a few minutes. Meanwhile, I'll show you where you could change settings so you could install programs from file format. Here it is. It's called Unknown Sources. Allow installation of applications from both trusted and unknown sources. So unknown sources implies that they are files that you just put into your phone, like I did with Retroarch, and then just install it. And you could, by default, this is not selected. So you just select this. And now you should be able to install software. And this phone isn't being used, so the Play Store, I don't know, for some reason Play Store isn't working anymore. So that's why I had to install it using this method. And I'm going to run Retroarch. I should see an icon called Retroarch. It's right here. If this is your first time using it, go to load cores and download some cores and install it on your Retroarch. I'm going to install Super Nintendo. Right now it's downloading it. Just let that complete. Okay. On this, I downloaded the one for Nintendo Entertainment System and Game Boy and some others. MAME as well. I'll also install Nintendo 64. Different ones. Okay, good. I'm going to press this to go back. I'm going to quit. What I want to do is I want to go back to my computer and put in some files in Retroarch. Okay, so I'm back on my computer. I'm going to go back to my Android phone. Create a folder called ROMs. If Control N allows you to just create folders, NES, click here, 64, Aid, Game Boy. Those are the ones out that I want to create. Gotta put some games into it. some arcade ROMs in there as well. Game Boy games. N64 games. I don't know if that'll work or not, but we'll see. Okay, that's it. So now I'm gonna unconnect the phone and I'm gonna go back to my... Okay, now I'm back on my phone again. Turn it on. Go back to Retroarch. So I'm gonna load content. Then you go to storage. Then you go to external SD card. That's a secondary, that's a micro SD card, not the eMMC. The eMMC drive is, gotta go back. So I'll show you where your Retroarch directory is. Well, this is my main folder on my Android phone, where Retroarch is. Load content again. So right here, this is my Retroarch folder. But I want to go here to access the RAMs, to external storage ROMs. I want to run Game Boy load. So I need to select the Game Boy emulator. Before I do that, I want to do something else. I want to enable... Okay, screen rotation is enabled. Okay. Go back. Get out, it's this Retroarch button right here. That's how you get out. You could close the content.
Okay, now I'm rotating and using it. I think it's better if you use it that way. Load another content. Go to storage here. Let's see if this works. Select the N64 emulator. That didn't work. It just crashed, unfortunately. Content. You know what? I'll just get it a little bit closer. Change this a little bit. Crashed again. Some reason I'm not having any luck running N64 emulators with any Android versions of Retroarch, including this one. Last one. It says it failed to open, so it didn't work. So let's load something else. Let's load Nintendo. You could play it like that. That's start, that's select. You should use a Bluetooth controller. I think that would be the ideal thing. The touchpad is not very good, not very responsive. Okay, that's enough. So let me get out of here. Get out, it's right here. Close that. Oops, I didn't want to press that. Yeah, I'd rather prefer to use a Bluetooth controller, but I don't have one right now, so I'm just showing you how to do it. Arcade, let's try 1943. Load. MAME, okay. Enter some coins, start. So let me get out. So that's about it. Close that content. If you have a Bluetooth controller or anything, you can go here and you could set it up. You can go to input. I'm going to set that maximum number to just 2. I don't want 5. And then you could go to port 1 controls and you could set your controls here. If you have a Bluetooth controller, you could set the turbo buttons there, the hotkeys, combination of keys. To go to menu with your controller. You could do other stuff like You could change the user interface. Right now it's using GLUI. You could change it to XMB, Ozone, or whatever. Try XMB. In order for this to go into effect, you gotta quit Retroarch and restart it again. Now I'm on XMB. It's exactly like Retroarch on a PC or anything else, basically. If you want to go back and switch it, it's kind of hard to do with the touchpad. There, I want to go there. I think you need a controller. It's pretty hard to do without a controller. This thing. I want to go back to the one. Let's switch it back. I reverted it back to GLUI. So it's kind of like difficult to use with touchpad. You need a Bluetooth controller to use some of the menus. This one was specifically designed for Android, so I guess this is the one that works the best. You could go to here and you could change audio settings. All kinds of stuff. You could change configurations. I made a video of this in more detail. That's pretty much it. So let me get out of here. I'm going to go back to my computer and I'm going to show you where you could put the BIOS files. Okay, so now I'm back on my computer. Forgot to show you one more thing of where the ROM files are located. It's in Retroarch, in Systems. This is where you could put all your ROM files. And that's about it. So as for the ROMs, you can put them in anywhere, just like I did. I put it on my external micro SD card. Or you could put the ROMs even in the Retroarch folder if you want. I made a folder for that as well. Really doesn't matter where you put it. So that's how you run Retroarch on a old Android smartphone. If you have any questions, you could leave in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.